Hey dolls, Wild Wolf Dolls here, and today we're going to be taking a look at the brand new Bratz game, Bratz Flaunt Your Fashion by Outright Games. Let me roll the intro and then we'll just get into it. So everyone was hoping that they'd remaster the old Bratz games, but we got a brand new one instead. And it's been quite anticipated, this game. Everyone's been really excited for it. Everyone's been waiting to play it, especially for me, since the last Bratz game we had was from 2008, the Bratz Girls Really Rock game, although we did have a mobile game last year. So I'd just like to remind everyone that these are my own opinions. Everyone will have different opinions about this game. So I formulated these opinions myself. I brought this game myself. So here's an honest review about this game. So I'm going to do a quite unscripted video just so you can get my actual thoughts, real thoughts. I fully played through the game. I completed the game. It took me a couple of days, but I did split up the playtime. So I played a couple of hours on when the game released, and then a couple hours the next day, and then I completed it last night, which would have been Sunday night. So my full thoughts are the game is really good. It has a lot of the old elements from the old games, but I will say I do not like the way you can play the game. So the camera angle, it feels like the old Rock Angels Game Boy game. That's the only best way I can put it. So that camera doesn't follow you as much as it does in this game, but you don't have full control of the camera. So I would say that if they was to make another Bratz game, the same creators Outright Games, was to make another game, I'd say make it a third person camera that can move about. I know the levels are not fully fleshed out. Like, if you look or take a picture in a certain area, it will, like, you will see the trees and then it will just be like blue sky. There will be no other, like, area. Um, so if they just, like, added enough trees for that, then the camera angle would work. But instead, we get this automated camera that's been automatically moved for you. It took me a while to get used to that. I thought I was in control of the camera, but I wasn't. So as you're running about, the animations are smooth. You're running about. It looks like the Bratz as they was in the TV show. That is best as I could say that. So as they're running about, they have their big feet. And honest, actually, I will touch on that a bit later because I love the way the clothes look in this game. And another thing about this game that is a good throwback to the old games is that you can buy, instead of having roller skates, you can have a scooter, roller skates, and a hoverboard, which is actually really handy because the maps are quite big. To say there's like, I think there's 2 or 3 shops in the mall. There's the camera and the computer shop, there is the clothes shop and the hair and makeup shop. They're the only shops you can go to, but the map is well thought out and it's well planned out, so you can use all of the map to go around it. I mean, it doesn't need to be that big, but it makes it fun for the game because if you just had 3 shops in a row, it'd be very boring. But you can use these roller skates and the hoverboard and the scooter, which they do have different levels of, so you can like go buy the cheap one, get the slow one, or you can get the really expensive one, which isn't really that expensive close to the end of the game. Like I brought the really expensive hoverboard because it went really bloody fast. Let me show you. Let me put up a clip. So you can see this hoverboard goes quite fast. But my only issue is with this, I don't know if it happens in the old games, to do anything, to talk to someone or open a chest or to do anything, you have to dismount the vehicle. You have to dismount the scooter or hoverboard or roller skates, and it gets quite annoying because, like, you're just trying to get around the map fast and you have to get off, and it's quite annoying. So in this new game, you can find some different characters. So you can see Felicia in this game, you can see Megan, you can see Rhea, and you can also see Ethan and Dylan. And I love that this new game, it's filled with people. So in the old games, it was just characters that you knew, but it kind of made the map look bare. But in this brand new game, you can see there's people everywhere, and the unnamed Bratz characters, citizens as they called in the game. but it just makes the world, the Bratz world, feel real. Like it makes it look like people actually live there and actually do the day to days in Stylesville. And I actually really enjoy that. Also, the most thing I do enjoy is seeing more pot characters in the game. So there's more like people with Felicia's skin tone and Sasha's skin tone, which is amazing. But I'm actually going to touch on Rhea's skin tone. Rhea's skin tone is actually, she was given Chloe's skin tone in this game, and I don't know why. It really upset me when I saw it. I was like, that's not Rhea. That's Magic Hair Chloe, but it is Rhea, and I hope they fix it because Rhea is Yasmin's skin tone, and it was quite upsetting to see that she had Chloe's skin tone. So I do hope they fix that. That is one of the really bad negatives that I wanted to touch on. So in the old games, you could wear anything in the Bratz closet. You could wear anything they're not wearing, but as long as they're changed. But in this game, you cannot wear the other girls' clothes because they're wearing it. But the thing is that you cannot change a character once you're changed into that character. So if you're Chloe and you want to change to Sasha, you have to make sure you've completed the Stylesville part of the game. And then when you move to Barcelona, you can pick a different character. And then when you go to Seoul, you can pick another character. And then when you go to New York, you can pick another character there. So you can play as every single character, but like in the old games, you got different quests for each character. And that was much better than what we was given. I mean, it was still fun to play as every character, but I really enjoyed the old gameplay of, oh, Jade's got to do this, oh, and Sasha's got to go and do that. That's what made it fun. But in this game, the girls actually appeared everywhere, which was fun. It was nice to see that they was technically with you and following you around, basically being your like, obviously they're best friends, they're sidekicks. So, well, not sidekicks, they're all like the main leaders, you know what I mean? But they was all there doing the same thing you was doing, but they was just chit chatting and doing their own thing. But that was really fun to see them there. But it what kept on trying going up to them to talk to them to like change into them, like in the old games. But they was having none of that. It was just, oh, Starsville makes the best milkshakes, which agreed. But I just wanted to change characters so I could steal their clothes. Uh, but yeah, that is partially a good thing, partially a bad thing. But yeah, you got to play as every single character, but for a lengthy way. For a lengthy way. Also, I'd just like to touch on that. I love the way the clothes look in this game. So, like, the shoes that Yasmin's wearing at the minute are Rock Angel shoes, but that's not actually on the doll. And the shoes are actually a bit more platform than what you'd see on the doll, and I just like to say I like that more. So, I'm just going to play a little portion of this music, of this clip for you, and just tell me and ask yourself, does this sound like Bratz music? Yes, it sounds like old 2000s rock music, but it's not giving Bratz music. Like some of the music in the game are actually instrumentals of the old Bratz music. But yeah, just listen to this and let me know what you think. I mean, actually, after listening to that, it kind of sounds like Bratz music, but some of some of the music in the game doesn't sound great. It sounds like Y2K music, but doesn't sound like Bratz music. And one final thing before I actually leave my full thoughts and comments is when you take one more quest, if you take a quest and then you go and do that, and then you see someone with another quest and you take that, you actually need to finish the second quest you just took before even continuing the first quest. So that was rather annoying to me because I was unknowingly just taking quests and trying to do the other quest, but it wouldn't let me. So that's just another thought that I think that outright games need to, if they do another Bratz game, to allow multiple quests at one time. So I actually think this game is worth the money. It's $34.99 at your local game retailer or whatever it is. Um, Games nowadays are about 50, £60. This is half the price of that. So I think the content that you get in is good. It's really good, but I don't know who the game's aimed at. I don't know if it's aimed at children now or older collectors, older Brat fans. But I'm not sure because the quests are quite simple, quite easy. There's only 5 or 6 hours of gameplay, which is quite small for a game. But like I said, the game is only 34.99. But overall, the game is really fun. There's lots to do. Um, there could be a lot more options for like the makeup and the hairstyles. I noticed that there wasn't a whole lot of hairstyles to choose from per character. And the outfits there was a quite a nice selection. I mean, there probably is some more gameplay to get out of this game. I know I haven't finished all of the quests and I don't have all of the trophies for this game. So I'll probably go back and do that, which gives me a lot more gameplay. I've seen a lot of people saying a lot of bad things about this game. I wouldn't say it's that bad. It is really, really good. I enjoyed it. Like, I've been waiting for a very long time for this game. So it was really nice to see, and it was just a lot of fun to play with. I just wish there was a lot more gameplay. And maybe some more quests, like harder quests, because the quests are quite simple. It's just go find this, take a photo of it, and then you go and publish it in the Bratz magazine. So if you're thinking of buying this game, go and find your copy now. I know a lot of people already have it, but if you cannot find it, remember it's in your store on whatever console you're playing on. So I hope you like this video, and please like and subscribe, and I'll see you all later. Bye.